Hey guys, just a little disclaimer. These are my thoughts and opinions. I'm not here going after anyone's politics or anything like that. This is just me going after someone who I feel is being hypocritical about how she's presenting her argument. So please don't take this as me attacking your side if you're a feminist or if you're an anti-feminist. This video is not about this. This is not about politics. This is just about someone being a hypocrite in presenting the things the way that she does when saying that the other side is doing the same thing. That's all this is about. So thank you very much. Why, hello everyone, this is a YouTuber named Sarah Z, and she made a video going on about, people going after fake posts and such on Tumblr, and this just sounded like a random video she decided to make so she could dunk on the fringe far right, or the anti-SJW community for no reason whatsoever, a community that hasn't really been relevant for several years. And I want to call her out on her blatant hypocrisy for doing the same dang thing that she accuses them of doing in their videos. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to focus our sights on one particular screenshot that she shows, and we're going to talk about that, but we're also going to go and talk about the things surrounding that point too. You will get the full context because I will leave a card or a link in the description about her video, and you'll get to see that for yourself. I used to like Sarah despite me disagreeing with a lot of what she said, but this is arrogant and condescending, and I can't support that. It has to be called out.
From this subreddit one by one, but the consistent theme in all of them is that the posts are generally either completely fake troll bait, misinterpreted, or they're from random nobodies who are most times anonymous blogs on the internet with no verified reach or proof that they were ever even real people.
Hold on to this thought, because this is going to become very important, this whole no proof that they're real people at all, or they're trolls, in just a few seconds. She's going to contradict herself.
At all. There are some real posts with an actual reach, mostly from news sources like Vice running articles about random pop social justice concepts, but for the most part, all the top posts on subreddits like this are random Facebook comments, random nobodies on Twitter who aren't doing any kind of serious political organizing, and trolls. A lot of extremely obvious trolls. And that matters because, like I said earlier, it creates a straight-up self-sustaining ecosystem of this kind of content. Often, people in anti-fake post communities were so desperate to mock fake posts that they missed obvious jokes. I feel like if someone was like, a horse walked into a bar and someone tried to fact-check it, I don't think a horse really walked into a bar because that would have been a health code violation. You're lying for attention. Like, take this post. It's very obviously a joke, and yet here's 2,000 people mocking the original poster for being a liar. And this gets much worse when not only are people desperate to dunk on the liar, but they're also constantly being bombarded with content to mock that reinforces their existing biases against marginalized groups.
Except for the fact that the only idea of this person even being black is by his avatar, which looks like a fake avatar anyway, and so since it looks like a fake avatar, he very well could be a white person using a black avatar, and you don't know his race. You're assuming his race. Thus you're assuming everyone's dunking on him because he's a minority. I'm tired of it.
I want to go on about, the skeptic community, dunking on fake posts and such. When you show this screenshot, you talk about doctored screenshots. It's what this whole thing is about, is doctored screenshots. This is a fake post. I will agree with you on this one, okay? I have no reason to disagree with you. I crashed my car into a telephone pole during my driver's test, but then I said, just kidding, and my instructor still passed me. Okay, cool. And then you show these comments as the proof of the whole thousands of people going after this person, which you say later on in the video, it is what they're doing when they go after these fringe people for mocking feminists and SJWs. You're doing the same type of tactic here in this one comment. Here, look at the comments right here. Oh, how I wish this were me. I forever sleep someone, and then I said, just kidding, and they came back to life. Restoration 100%. And your proof that thousands of people wanted to dunk on this was this. The fact that 2,249 people liked the post. That's it. See, I was watching a video by a lady named Tara Christine Taylor, and she was talking about creepshow art being a liar and disingenuous, and she said you can show screenshots. You can show however many screenshots you want. You have to analyze the screenshots, because just because someone pops a screenshot on the screen and says something emotional doesn't make it true. And so now that video is making me more critical of people who post screenshots. And this is the screenshot that you posted. These are the things that you wanted us to think are accurate, Sarah. Seriously. But it's not accurate. You're doing the same dang thing as you're accusing the anti-feminist anti-social justice right of doing. You're a hypocrite. You're saying, oh, look at what these people are doing, but don't bother looking at me. It's okay when I do it. It's two-faced. It's not a good look.
And also, you yourself said not to pay attention to avatars. Take a listen to this. Your own words about fake avatars.
Even just looking through old YouTube channels at the time, like Thunderfoot or the army of folks with icons of household objects but with angry faces and crossed arms, there was very little like making one's own positive arguments about the nature of the world or how politics should be conducted. It was like, here's why Anita Sarkeesian said a bad thing. Here's why the redheaded feminist lady said a bad thing. Here's why Anita Sarkeesian said a bad.
Good Lord, Sarah, and you're sounding exactly as smug and exactly as full of yourself as the people that you're going after. I will leave the link to her video down below. You can make your own decision for yourself. Ugh.
It might seem ironic because the roots of this community largely was the skeptic community, which was ostensibly based around being, skeptical of things. Yet these people seem to accept without question that there's genuinely a plague of fat women making up stories about evil nursery rhymes or other kin who are going to call you a kidnapper for having a houseplant. But honestly, I think that's going about things the wrong way. I think it's the very fact that Tumblr in action and anti-social justice YouTubers have their roots in a skeptic community that this was able to happen. This is a community based largely around sick dunks and making the enemy look bad.
You mean kind of like what you're doing right now? Making sick dunks and trying to make the enemy look bad? I mean, you yourself made the claim that you came from this side of the YouTube sphere yourself, so that just seems like this is what this entire video is based off of, Sarah.
If y'all watched my Not Like Other Girls video, you already know this, but I myself was one of those people. I was really into the skeptic community and was a big fan of watching dumb, bigoted arguments get ethically owned with facts and logic, especially because I was really into LGBT+ activism for some reason. And I witnessed a lot of the backlash to that activism coming specifically from Christian fundamentalists. So it was just a lot of fun and very cathartic to just endlessly dunk on those people when they said bad shit. And then people started to share bad arguments about manspreading, where it would be a picture of a guy on a completely empty train car or whatever. And so when I was like 13, 14, I very quickly also started to really oppose SJWs, because that was what people in my social circle were now talking about. I still considered myself a leftist, but I just didn't approve of those extreme feminists who wanted to ban Father's Day.
Saying that all these videos are just make-believe, I mean, I can't even believe I'm saying this. But the one person that I actually think made a good video is the full of herself, completely toxic, self-centered Megan Tonjes. She actually made a good video. Even a horrible person can make a good video from time to time. But look, you're telling me that all these videos are lying and making up the fact that people don't want to get rid of Father's Day. Like, seriously. Seriously, you're telling me that this is fake. Okay, cool. Thousands of people are just making crap up.
Or that one video of the lady with red hair arguing with men's rights activists. She's bad. Time to obsess over this one singular lady with no significant platform or influence for literal years. It took about a year for me to be like, wait, this is pointless, mostly because I started making friends in real life who were feminists, and they were nothing like the fringe edge cases the anti-SJW internet spent ridiculous amounts of time trying to argue with and debunk and treat as broadly representative of the entire community.
Here's the thing, I'm friends with a feminist. She also agrees that feminism has gotten really, really toxic, like ridiculously toxic. So, where I am going to agree with you that not all feminists are like this, when enough squeaky wheels start yelling, then we can stop calling that a fringe group of feminism and start calling it kind of the majority. I'm friends with a lot of people I'm sure identify as feminists, and they're wonderful people. But let's face it, the same way with men's rights activists being loud, obnoxious, and overall toxic, the same goes for feminists.
Still, I had my year of being all like, I'm not a feminist, I'm an egalitarian. I don't want to use the feminist label and align myself with these people. It was so dumb. It's like, girl, look at the people you are aligning yourself with. Come on. Anyway, my point is, I too have a history on the anti-SJW side of things, so I can confirm that sick dunks on random posts online that seem nonsensical or bad make up a significant proportion of the community.
Now that's something I can agree with. How I can agree with, because I used to be in that cycle of thinking too. But that's also kind of what your video is about, isn't it? You're being cocky, arrogant, full of yourself, and smug, talking down to the opposition, which is the exact same thing you're accusing them of doing. Brilliant, Sarah.
Instinctively responding to anything new or suspicious with extreme skepticism of deception. That impulse isn't always bad when it comes to responding to like pseudoscience or bigotry, but as the aesthetic basis for an entire community, it means that when they see something like Opa Homeless style, the instinct is, well, to dunk on it.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Comment down below to tell me what you think. Subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more of my content, and share this video because it tells the algorithm that you like what you saw. This is Gabe of Happy Bloodfish Productions signing off, saying take care and God bless. Peace out.